Before being executed by lethal injection for the murder of 14 boys and young men in Southern California, the notorious Freeway Killer used his last words to issue a chilling warning to anyone considering following his path. The identity of the Freeway Killer remained a mystery for over a year, as more than 21 young men and boys were sexually assaulted, tortured, and murdered between May 1979 and June 1980. The serial killer earned his name from his hunting grounds, the streets of Southern California, where he would find his victims before dumping their bodies along major roads and highways. While there are at least 21 known victims, many believe there could be countless more. Most of the Freeway Killer's victims were hitchhikers or young gay men, and it's believed he had 4 accomplices aged between 17 and 21 who helped him commit at least a dozen of the crimes. William Bonin was finally identified as the Freeway Killer on June 11, 1980, after police spent over a week observing him, tipped off by Bonin's co-defendant, then 17-year-old William Ray Pugh. In 1982, Bonin was sentenced to death for 10 of the murders committed across Los Angeles County. A year later, he was convicted in Orange County for another 4 murders, earning him a second death sentence. He was sentenced to death on February 23, 1996, at San Quentin State Prison, the first in California to face such a fate via lethal injection. At precisely 12:09 a.m., the order for his execution kick-started, and by 12:13 a.m., he was declared dead. Before dying, Bonin spent his day visiting with friends. Following this, at 6 p.m., he was transferred to the Death Watch cell, where he relished his final meal: 2 large pizzas filled with pepperoni and sausages, 3 servings of coffee-flavored ice cream, and 3 six-packs of Coca-Cola. Afterwards, the warden and Catholic chaplain dropped in for a visit, and just before midnight, at 11:30 p.m., he gave his last words to the warden. "That I feel the death penalty is not an answer to the problem at hand," he said. "That I feel it sends the wrong message to the youth of the country. Young people act as they see other people acting instead of as people tell them to act. And I would suggest that when a person has a thought of doing anything serious against the law, that before they did that they should go to a quiet place and think about it seriously."